Waiting to buy a home? The Churchill Mortgage team says now is a great time to buy. Waiting could be a costly mistake because when rates drop, new home buyers will flood the market, driving up home prices. Go to churchillmortgage.com for your free analysis and see how home values can outpace rates to help you build wealth over time faster. This is a paid advertisement. NMLS ID 1591. NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender. 1749 Mallory Lane, Suite 100, Brentwood, Tennessee 37027.
The following series is outlandish, unapologetic, and uncut. Listener discretion is advised, but not enforced. That though, when I see
you get, if I make, what is the next song that I make a video for?
Aim for Night Train.
Okay, that is a fun one. I like that one. That's the closest I'll ever get to synthwave, and I did that because of the jams, because there were so many synthwave bands that I was like, the 2-minute mark of Night Train kind of kicks into a synthwave beat.
Cool.
And that's my fiance. She's from, she's speaking Bengali. That's her voice kind of speaking through the Night Train. Yeah.
Well, we got like these 5 tracks here. We're going to have to start throwing them into the show in a little bit.
Okay. Well, this will be a 3-hour hangout, guys.
Yes. We went on a voyage trek for this episode.
I'm good for it.
And so am I, man.
Yeah, if you want to do are we going to do the drop now? Did you want to do a drop for this? Or
we'll do the intro right now. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start the show up because we're right on it right here. See, it's like we're like that scene from Spaceballs. We're moving in time as of right now to right now. Like, this is happening in the present because we are present now.
So that's me on screen.
Yeah, that's right. That is you on screen right now.
I'm trying to do Rick. I completely blanked on what the hell Rick Moranis' line was. Because you had done Colonel Sanders, and I completely flaked on Rick Moranis' line.
Oh, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and fire up the Hangouts intro. Here we go. Okay, fine. We'll team up. I'm J-Man, and this is J360 Hangout here on
J360 Radio!
Hey, J360 Legion, how's it going? Of course, this is the man of the hour, the man of the power, the man from the land of 3 counties still. J-Man, of course. Look, we've been gone a week, okay? We didn't have a jams, I know, but I'm still J-Man and I'm still here. And guess what? This episode is really exciting for you all because joining me today is my main man, Summer Sleep, a.k.a. Pete. How's it going there, brother? What's up tonight?
Doing good, my friend. Doing good. Life is wonderful in Austin here. I'm so glad you have me on the show. This is a great show.
Oh, definitely, man. Just looking forward to having you here. You were reserved, sir. I was going to get you eventually. And you know what? Your number's up.
I'm, oh, God dang, oh my God, I'm fumbling. Let me recut this. Hold on. Okay. So, oh God, I'm fumbling. But no, I'm glad that you had time slots for me because I was afraid that because there's other bands putting out albums right now. I was afraid I wasn't going to make the cut. So I'm glad to be here.
Oh, most definitely was going to make the cut, man. You've been a prime supporter and everything, and I always look out for my own. Jam fam forever,
Forever, for freaking ever, yes.
That's right. And those that are in my charge always get treated well. Have fun arguments, of course, but always get treated well.
I will never turn down J-Man bringing the heat. I will never turn that down.
Oh, I don't know how anybody could.
We want the intense show. We want the J-Man show. I want that intensity. I want the blood and guts, the visceral J.
Man, dude, that is never going to stop. I think I'll probably be an old man, by the time that final episode ever comes into play. When I finally did my last rant at something.
No, they're just going to make a statue of you dropping a very large microphone, and every hour on the hour, this microphone falls.
Yes.
Big mic drop. It's just the eternal mic drop.
Mm-hmm. The best pipe bomb anybody ever heard.
CMJ man.
Yes.
Or-
Oh man. God, I miss wrestling though, and it was great like that. But anyway,
you know, it's.
you were saying?
Oh no, it's. You can still have a lot of fun now. There's a lot of Texas, Austin people and San Antonio people in AEW right now. So, yeah, you got to check out Ricky Starks is one of the coolest guys in the world. So check out AEW. And Thunder Rosa has always been really cool to me too.
Oh yeah,
But yeah,
definitely.
those are two. Yeah, absolutely. And Fuego del Sol, Sammy Guevara. Yeah, you got to check out AEW.
Oh yeah, AEW is like one of my top shows, man. I was actually talking about like how WWE was. But then again, it's good to see that they finally have some competition because AEW is catching on.
It's all Texas friends, man. It's AEW. So many Texas friends. I love AEW.
Mm-hmm. You know, the only thing is though, it's on Wednesdays when I'm on the mic. That's the thing. So I had to do like a little TiVo to catch up. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, catching the replay is not the same, but yeah, get past commercials, so it's good.
You know, I mean, you got to go ahead and take your win some way. But hey, speaking of wins, this episode tonight is going to be an absolute win, and I know it. Because we're going to go ahead and get the crux of your story, man, and go ahead and explain to the world what Summer Sleep is all about. And I know damn well we're going to go ahead and be a little unorthodox with this interview, as I usually am, but we're going to have some fun with it.
I'm ready for it. Ready when you are.
And we'll showcase a few of your tracks tonight in addition to your story, my man. We're going to have a good one here.
Yeah, and you are dropping one that no one has heard yet, so this is a good sign.
Yeah, you know, should we go ahead and start with that one, then?
Yeah, all about it. Night Train, absolutely.
All right, let's go ahead and ride the Night Train, then. Here we go. Night Train by Summer Sleep making its debut right here on Hangouts 32. Woo! All aboard!
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers. Are you interested in staying healthy this flu season? Get your flu shot at your Hy-Vee pharmacy and get 20 cents off every gallon of gas. Most insurances, including Medicare, offer this benefit at no cost to you. Keep your family healthy and smiling this flu season. Talk to your Hy-Vee pharmacy about flu shots today.
Help spread love and feel the joy of giving back. During the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event at Beardmore Subaru, Subaru will donate $250 to the charity of your choice for every new Subaru purchased or leased. The ASPCA, Make-A-Wish, Meals on Wheels, the National Park Foundation, the Housing Foundation of Sarpy County, or Offutt Air Force Base's Airman's Attic. Plus, we will give an additional $100 locally to help even more. Go to BeardmoreSubaru.com to learn more. Submit charity selection by 1/12/24. Promotion ends 1/2/24. See Subaru.com for more details.
Oh, man. So that was Night Train, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoyed your trip? I sure did. Great job, Pete. And a shout-outs to your fiance for her awesome contributions. That was well done.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Like that right there, my man. I like how you keep experimenting. Like I said before when we talked, it's just like this is just great. Like you're doing all sorts of new stuff.
Happy you have me on, man. This means a lot, so I appreciate it.
Oh, most definitely, man. Jam fam forever, you know? I was like, I need to get my people here. And we were talking before, and I was like, you're reserved. And I'm like, yeah. It was you, ZXSP, and Celestial Mollywop. And then I also have another filmmaker to interview. So, always on the go.
It's a busy day. Yeah. So I'm waiting for you to come to Austin, and then that way you can get me, Maestro Eternal, and I'm sure there has to be another on the Jam Fam that's within an hour or two of Austin. There has to be.
I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, you know what? I do need to go to Texas. Yep, I will happily go to Texas and see you guys because that is in my list of things to do, especially as I'm going west.
Yeah. Oh, are you moving west or is it a...
Moving.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
is that public knowledge or is that...
Oh yeah, that's public knowledge.
Okay.
Like, I won't land in Texas. I'll land in CA, but
Okay.
I'm there.
That's actually a very good thing. No, I'm actually from Pennsylvania. Like I was born and raised in Reading. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I used to be I was on the East Coast, a long time. Philly sports forever.
Hells yeah. See, I knew I liked you.
See, I knew you were part of the guy. I saw you in your Flyers gear, and I was like, okay, he's either in PA, New Jersey, or Delaware. So I was like, okay, it's one of the three. He's wearing a Flyers hat. If you were North Jersey, it would be, Rangers, Islanders. So, so I was like, okay, this is family here.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty close to home, don't it?
It does. And I miss it. I miss it. I miss it a lot, but. Music dragged me here, and that's where we're at. I was actually even during our talk, bring up, there was so much. I miss playing in Philly. Like I miss a lot of the venues, like the North by Northwest in Germantown, or North by Northeast, I think is the name. They changed it. It's similar to Austin's South by Southwest, but it was a music venue in Germantown. And I can't remember if it was North by Northeast or North by Northwest.
I pass through Germantown a lot of time. I should know this, but
yeah. But it might have also changed hands because clubs change
all the time.
Like, next to the Electric Factory, there was a bar. It was called Whiskey Dicks. I think it was like. With like DIX,
Mm-hmm.
But it used to be like an old firehouse. And so it was like super, super dope place. And that was a fun spot because when I used to play bass for Priscilla On, like we would be there and then you'd see like Amos Lee pop in, or you'd see, a lot of old Philly bands like Pepper's Ghost and stuff. Like you would see those kind of bands pop in. It was a really cool time to be around.
Man. See, I wasn't even J-Man at that time. You know what I mean?
Well, this was, I have a few years on you, so this was pre pre-J Man. It was like lowercase J because you were little, but
Yeah. I would have
before the
loved that.
transformation.
Mm.
So you have a superhero origin story then, is what I'm hearing.
Pretty much. I'm kind of a mythical figure these days. You know,
That's what
all
I'm
the
saying.
stuff.
You have the mystique.
Yeah, but you know, it makes me better because the Jam Fam and everything else. So you're a part of that history. So it really works out. You know, especially with all the cool stuff that you do.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a cool journey. You know, doing Summer Sleep. You know, we've been around. I say we. It's really just me, but occasionally I have help. You know, but Summer Sleep's been around for, 2 years. It was a pandemic band. You know. I was going through a divorce and I made an album in my bathroom, and you know, it's turned into so many cool different things, but you know, and that's just, you know, another chapter, you know, in a very long and winding road, you know.
Oh, most def.
Yeah.
And you know, the thing is, I really like how your music has grown and all that stuff. You've made a lot of things. And when you told me, like, you've been around for quite some time, and I'm like, he had to have. This stuff is evolution growth here. And I like it.
Yeah. But, and that's the funny thing is, you know, before all this, you know, and God, I'm gonna completely alienate the audience here, but
I'll shoot for it.
You know, since the 90s, like, I was doing this, you know, early in the career, it was, you know, being in a Philly ska band, and then it turned into, you know, folk singers and you know, funk, you know, Philly funk band when I was with New Kings of Rhythm, and then Priscilla on, you know, until she got her big old record deal, you know, and then, you know, I kind of was off on my own. And it's funny because that ska band actually kind of ties to Jam Fam in a weird way, because the guitar player for that ska band was Evan Voitas, who I think he's worked with like Vampire Weekend, and he's done a lot in LA now. He's with like Loyal Lobos now.
Wow.
But and Teddy Geiger, a pop singer from the mid 2000s, Teddy Geiger. So like, you know, he's done a bunch of stuff, and he's like, again, a Pitchfork, you know, he makes an album, Pitchfork, you know, reviews it, but he's an indie synth darling, so it kind of ties to the Jam Fam a little with our love of synth, yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, so you get the history book on this Hangouts. We get the little bit of the Jam Fam history book.
The chapters are all looking good, my man. That's all I gotta say. We gonna have us a Bible by the end of all this. So, if anything, I'd like to say that train actually led us to the beach, didn't it?
Beach in Kolkata, India.
Oh yes,
Yes.
that would be the one, sir.
It's also a play on words. I'll cut a bitch, but it's Kolkata Beach.
You know what? Now that you said that, I can't unsee that.
Yeah, it was just a play on words because someone wanted some beachy music, and I was like, I'll cut a beach. And then I was like, Kolkata Beach. It's in India. We love it. Beautiful.
Isn't that funny how
There's
that
no
all
beach.
just meshes together too?
Well, Kolkata's like landlocked, so it doesn't make us. There is no Kolkata Beach.
Well, then there it is. Then here's your
It's
next
a
track,
landlocked
ladies and
city.
Oh man, don't make me laugh too much on this show. Let's go ahead and do this. Even though it's awesome to do, but that's wild. Kolkata Beach by Summer Sleep is up next. Take it away. And that was Kolkata Beach from Summer Sleep. Awesome track, my dude. Congratulations. Incredible job. The show is running pretty smooth here. Yeah, 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 yeah. And, you know, not only that, man, I really do look forward to it. I do want to do a live concert with all of you guys. I really do. We got to make that happen.
You know, okay, if you did it within, okay, I know it would be a huge undertaking. If you did it within a few months, I would make it my first live show as Summer Sleep.
Oh, nice.
Because I've never done a live show with this, you know, this project. Because this project keeps changing. I don't know what the hell it's going to be tomorrow. I don't know what it was yesterday. I mean, even the name doesn't match anymore because the name Summer Sleep came from something completely different. The band was originally going to sound like the Lumineers.
Really?
It was going to be, yeah, it was just going to be, you know, because I play acoustic and stuff, and it was just going to be, you know, me with an acoustic guitar and maybe, you know, my buddy who you've seen in some Summer Sleep photos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when he was kind of working with me, you know, I think we were just going to do kind of like a Lumineers thing because that's you know, Austin likes that kind of thing, and you know, we not grew up doing it, but we've been around it, and yeah, so it was going to start like that. So it's like, oh, summery and sleepy, you know, like it's really just chill and dreamy, and it turned into almost none of that. And then that's why like Jam Fam like has like J360, like you've done like The Ocean Never Ends, like that was I think the first thing of ours, or that, and I'll keep saying ours, kind of like Venom, where Venom speaks. He's like,
We are Venom.
yeah, we are Venom. So I'll do the symbiotic weird royal we. But the first song y'all ever did was The Ocean Never Ends, and that was the first one I recorded as Summer Sleep. And if you notice, that one's like way more dreamy. It's almost beachy. It's almost, and I'm like, okay, like that's the direction of the band. And then, a couple months later, you're gracious enough to play like It's a Shame to Watch You Fall and Good Luck, and which are much more like darker. Good Luck's almost industrial. It's, so I mean, your show's been so gracious to kind of let us be everything. We didn't just have to be, and I felt bad because the first 2 or 3 times, like I felt really guilty because I wasn't just doing like synthwave. I've never done
dude.
synthwave before, and a lot of the bands are synthwave, like Maestro's synthwave.
Right.
A lot of like Neon Sweatsuit, Starman. Like you have so many good groups that do a lot of like hardline synthwave or synth pop, and I was so glad that you took me in, and guys like Topher. Topher's just been I got to meet so many wonderful people through the Jam Fam. Like Topher's been a wonderful friend for a year now. Maestro, of course. Like I didn't really know Maestro, before all this. She's really cool. Like she's always been very supportive. And Star Madman. Yeah, just a great group of people. And Space Force. I mean, I could list, and it'll just sound like Bubba Gump, just going down the list. I know all about synth bands, but
I mean, they're good people,
It's a wonderful experience. Yeah, and that's what separates them from the acoustic musicians. Like acoustic musicians, like that whole circuit was
snobby, right?
Like a little. There's some pretentiousness to it. Like I remember. A couple, like, God, maybe even just under 10 years ago, just playing in Austin. I was doing a guest spot on a show, and they had a bit of an open mic element, but I was going to be one of the features. And I remember just going towards the list, and like people are like elbowing me in the face so they can get on this list, and I'm like, why are you willing to hurt someone to play 3 songs in a bar for free? The pretentiousness of it all was just
that's
mind-blowing.
terrible.
Yeah, it's stuff like that turns me off from acoustic. But the synth pop people are like, there's so few of us, love us,
Right.
So it's such a cool. It's just a cooler atmosphere. Everyone's supportive. I've written a few clunkers, and put them out there, and folks are still, they're at least kind of, they're nice about it. They're like, well, this is nice, but we really like, Ocean Never Ends better. We like Please Stop Taking Things I Love way better. Don't really do Good Luck because you're not a harder guy. And yeah. The synth people are cool because they're honest, and I like that.
Oh yeah, and hey, you're always gonna get honesty from. Well, you've seen the J-Man show, yeah. You're always gonna get honesty from me.
Real honesty, I like it. You still have the Northeast brutality, but at least you're a gentleman about it.
Yeah.
There is that Northeasterners have that brutality, and for especially somewhere like even like here in Austin, like it's pretty laid back, but Northeasterner, we come across as being like talking too fast or being too aggressive, or and it's really just if you play in New York City, your show is 45 minutes. If you play somewhere else down here, you're playing for 3 hours.
Yeah, but
so it's a faster pace.
I would like to say those winter months might have something to do with it, but
Yeah, dinner, yeah. Well, that's the reason I left. I mean, are you moving because of the winters, or is it opportunity, or?
Well, it's a little mixture of both. I'm kind of tired of the winters, and I want to do more opportunity, and like if anything, it's just growing my whole story,
And honestly, that's where you need, like, that's a blessing to be able to do that is awesome. But so yeah, the Northeastern winter brutality, it's cool when you're kind of cool when you're younger. There's a hip to it. But yeah, man, the older you get, man, you just want peace.
Oh yeah, totally.
You'll put peace over money. Like there's, money is nice and all, but man, sometimes peace is worth double.
Oh yeah, and definitely for you guys, I was always like, we're not a synthwave show, we're a music show. I remember telling people that a long time ago. I was like, we you guys sold out on genre for. I'm not selling any genre music here. No, be experimental. Come in, have a good time. Let's do this. This is our party.
Yeah, and as kind of again, a genre hopper from hell, like it's good that you're open to so much, because what happens when synthwave goes away?
Right.
It's like, I'm gonna tell you something. Like in the 90s, late 90s, there was a big wave of ska. Then it became like swing guys, like the Big Bad Voodoo Daddies, swing, whatever. And then the Brian Setzer bullshit. I don't know if I can swear in here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can. It's an uncut show.
Okay, cool. So it's Brian Setzer bullshit or whatever. And then it kept turning into, the genres. Whatever got hot kept changing. And I feel like synthwave, I love it. I could listen to it all day. I work out to it. But eventually, I don't want to burst anybody's bubble, but the party's going to end. It's ended for me like 10 times now. So to future musicians, don't pigeonhole to a genre, tie it to yourself. Because what happens when synthwave ends? Like, what happens, like, I don't know, in your opinion, do you think it happened to Vaporwave? Did Vaporwave become passé?
You don't see as much output for that anymore like you did, Mm-hmm. Like after a while there, it was always like a new Vaporwave track coming out and all this stuff that's experimental and everything. Like if you look for it, it's always going to be there around you. I don't think musical genres just die. I think that people just get tired of making it. And then there are a lot of, the people that are on the popular crowd. They're like, oh, well, y'all still do that. We're just going to walk away and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of like when a bunch of rock I don't know, it's not rock heads, but it's like a bunch of people who love rock. They thought disco died, but disco ended up becoming EDM and all that stuff. So it's going to transform into something. Yeah,
That's actually, you know what? That's actually a very fair assessment. I've never heard it put like that, and I really like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's going to always be around. It's just what's popular at the time. Remember when dubstep was a thing? About 7-8 years ago, yeah. Yeah, exactly. And everybody was thinking that was going to last forever. I mean, it's kind of like, it just won't be played as much. I'm sure there's people that still do Vaporwave. It's just not all around us like it was.
Yeah, and I didn't even think to make the dubstep association, but that is a perfect example for now.
Mm-hmm.
For a musician now, had we all hitched to dubstep, it's like, well, where the heck do we go from that?
Right.
Do we just go back into EDM? Do we go into drum and bass?
Another example is with rock. I mean, remember rock ended up becoming alternative and all this other stuff after a while. Like, it became more separate forms of itself than just standard rock.
Yeah, and it became and a lot of music just became very disposable.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think we're going to see a legend the way we saw legends in the 70s, 80s, even early 90s. I just don't think we're going to have legends like that again.
I mean, unless they sample the song and don't give credit.
That's Marvin Gaye's family is always just listening for like one chord. Like I feel like there's 10 lawyers just listening to a Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak album, just 10 Marvin Gaye family lawyers just dissecting that album just so they can jump on it and sue.
As soon as they hear
Tom
that
Petty's
one
family's
thing.
like that too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just they want that one chord. And Tom Petty's family is like that too. They'll sue. I mean, they're just so litigious, allegedly,
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the allegedly for podcasting. allegedly. Yeah.
I mean, hey, you got to give some sort of decency there, but that's just how cutthroat the entertainment industry is, man. I mean, like, you got some people that just do that sampling and all that kind of stuff. They don't make no sort of other contributions than that. Maybe they'll go ahead and be like, change the tempo here or whatever, but that's still that piece from that song, so...
It is a copycat industry, and I mean it's a pretty bad copycat industry, and it's also definitely cutthroat. I mean, I've been in 2 bands now that have gotten record deals, and then and I've been cut one way or another. So it is brutally cutthroat, but and honestly, there's times you feel like you're like, am I a masochist for staying in this? Am I glutton for punishment?
Well,
just for staying in such a brutal industry.
I can say the same thing about filmmaking, bro. And the thing is that we got a lot to give to the world. That's why we still in it. And the thing is, they can't really hurt us unless we hurt ourselves. So we got a lot to say. We got a lot of things to do, and we're not going to stop until we go for it. I see a lot of myself in you. Hey, since it's pretty deep, though, you might want to go ahead and introduce it, man. It's always a tradition for the artist or the interviewee to introduce that third track. So you're up.
All right. Hey, this is Pete from Summer Sleep. You are going to be listening to The Ocean Never Ends, dream pop at its finest. I hope you like it. It's straight inspired by Whitney Houston. You'll hear the drums in there, and you're going to hear a lot of fun guitars in there. Enjoy the track, guys.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that was The Ocean Never Ends. And indeed, if you're really, really feeling the deepness and the truth behind that, then you know you got to go and show support to my man Summersleep for all that he's done. Been building up a pretty good library here. Phenomenal member of the Jam fam. He's doing it up. By the way, he's still in the room with me. Come on, Pete, say hi, man.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. I'm glad that you made it back from the ocean never ending. You did a night train. You did Kolkata Beach. I think you know what, Jay? I think we should do one more.
Oh, yeah, you know, it's definitely going to do one more because we just can't leave him hanging with the three here. So, bringing it up.
Yeah, you can't do three.
Yeah, we can't do three.
No
now,
third wheels. We have to have couples here. We have to pair
and
it
who
up.
the hell rides a tricycle anyway? Oh my god, you ever see those things, man? Like
the trikies. I like the reverse trikey, the slingshot. Have you ever seen those?
I've seen them, but it's still a damn tricycle, man. I'm like,
It's a reverse tricycle. It's a $30,000 Batmobile looking, but yeah, it looks like it would tip over.
Yeah,
it looks like
looks cool as shit, but
the only thing we tip are strippers. No, the only thing we tip are strippers. That's it.
Wait. You tip yours?
What do you sit in the back of the club when they come around? You walk out.
Hey, one way or another, she ain't taking that damn dollar, man. You know, it's connected to like something that comes right back. Shoot, I got like a slingshot wire on that and everything. Like,
How is he going to put them through law school? Come on, Jay.
You know, they're going to have to figure
They're
that
all
out.
in medical school.
They're going to have to figure that out. They grown.
Your next filmmaking should be pre-medical school, where it's strippers putting themselves through medical school. You'd be like, look, it's Grey's Anatomy, but years before Grey's Anatomy, when they're still dancing to put themselves through school.
Yes.
This is the stupidest premise. I can tell my blood sugar is low because I'm having a great time.
Right?
This is also why I do not work in television.
Oh man, but I like the way you took that risk and ran with it, sir.
Thank you.
And we'll get to that fourth track later in the show. But hey, going back to a conversation we were having earlier, the best thing we got in our line of work is resilience.
Yeah, because again, we're as entertainers in every medium. I mean, we are cut from extremely similar cloths. Mm-hmm. And I've even worked in different industries. Like I've tried my hand at stand-up comedy. It just sucked, but and then it was like I did some media work for professional wrestling. Quite a bit. Mm-hmm. There's and even other kinds of things, but it's this weird resilience you have to build up as an entertainer. And I think if it's just something you have growing up, it's something you have to kind of take with you.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah.
I mean, there's rough waves out there. I mean, I've seen like a lot of talented people really get smashed apart because of they didn't expect like this to happen to them and all that kind of stuff, or they listen to like more of the demon vices out there instead of just being like, hey, I'm gonna focus on my craft. I might not do too much partying this time. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to make as much as I can right here.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I feel like I've been close a few times to kind of some goals I wanted. musical financial goals, musical notoriety goals. I've been close, but I never got over what I felt like was a good finish line. And it is playing with so many people, and sometimes your music, you want to call a musician to play, and your phone book, your phone list sounds like looks like an obituary, and it's you lose so many people to so many different traps and vices. And I remember I had done an interview for a newspaper or magazine thing, like about about 10 years ago. About 10 years ago I did it. And she followed each member of my band around just for a little bit. And, she was like, and Pete, before the show, because they're always like, before the show, this person spends, does 3 shots at the bar and then, makes out with 10 girls and whatever. And they're like, when it got to mine, it was, he sat in his car reading a newspaper and eating peanuts for 45 minutes before the show. It was like the most boring person. Other guys are like, slamming their heads against walls and stuff, getting psyched up. And it's like, just he took a nap in his car, ate some peanuts, read the newspaper, and just kind of wandered in.
I mean, but that right there should be a good sign of, hey, one thing. You're the leader of the band. That's what it is. The leader is studying and just getting all the stuff together. Everybody else, they're shit faced,
Yeah, and I mean, and it did kind of feel like that. It was a very Leonardo Ninja Turtles kind of vibe, but yeah, but and it was just a matter of just trying to say. It's a matter of one, not living in the moment, which kind of sucks. I mean, I really do wish I had some of that time back to have a little more, fun with friends than I did. I think I just chased the dream a little too hard. But at the same time, it is just not wanting to just generally fall in traps. And like you had said, there's some demons that'll get you. Sometimes I feel like that could have held me back from my goals. Because I didn't hang out with the right people or whatever, but at the same time, I feel like had I fell in with the wrong group of people, I would be in really bad shape. So there's a bit of a trade-off. There's absolutely a trade-off.
And the thing is, at least you didn't lose any of your motor skills. Stuff there are people who are really talented at their time, and then they got hooked on any of those things, and now they can't even play a lick, man. So got to be thankful about that.
Yeah, and one difference between me and some of the other artists, and there is no wrong way to do this music, by the way.
Right.
I just want to put that out. I'm not being pompous that my way is better, because it sure as hell is not. Of the Jam fam, I'm definitely one of the, I'm more of an observer. I'm kind of lower on the hierarchy there, but I think I use vocals in my music, and a lot of my music I sing quite a bit.
Right.
And even with COVID, I think I had OG first wave COVID.
Oh, shit.
Because, a collector's item, right? Because it completely changed my voice. I can't, it's taken almost an octave off of my range. It's made my voice scratchy. But they're singers that were, I'm okay if someone's a pothead. I'm not a pothead, but right. I'm okay if someone is. If they're a stoner, cool. That's how life is all about how you get to the weekend the fastest.
True.
It is. I mean, it's not about your work. It's not about 8 to 5. Your life is not a revenue generator for Amazon and Costco. It's about it's about the other moments in between.
Yep.
And I mean, I have friends that had magical voices, and all they do is they would just smoke. Cigarettes, pot, whatever. And it was their voice is worse off than mine, if I would sound like Tom Waits if I didn't have, if I wasn't so boring in life, I think I would sound like Tom Waits just because of what COVID itself did, let alone, other people with, stronger vices than me. But, that's, longevity has been a weird, I almost have musical survivor's guilt, if that makes sense. Just seeing other bands, that didn't quite make it, or just because bands are like families, and even filmmaking. like a film crew is like a family, and bands
Sure
are the
enough
same
is.
way. Yeah, in your world, I bet your crew is like family to you. Take a bullet for any one of them, and music is just like that. So to see people, not keep going when you have been with them and it's their life. It's not just a hobby; it's a life. And then
Yes,
you
it
just see
is.
them you see somebody walk away from their life. It hurts, man. It's like watching a death. And there was a period I was gonna walk. I was ready to walk a couple times, and I'm glad I didn't. And I put together this studio that would have been on camera had I stupid Skype worked. But uh, I'm glad. I'm blessed to be in a spot where I can make the music I want. I can. I have the equipment to do it. I have the studio to do it. I can send it. I have Jam Fam, which has been my support and my outlet. Like it's just been a blessing. To be able to do this on my own terms and not have. I've had a producer say, "Oh, you need to sound like, guy from Pearl Jam, Eddie Vedder. You need to sound like." I was like, "No, I don't want to sound like Eddie Vedder. I don't sound like Eddie."
Yeah,
So
that's disrespectful. I mean, sound
yeah,
like you, be you.
right, exactly. Like if me here, okay. Here's another thing. If my music fam is listening, that is if we get one message from my long-winded bullshit. Pete never shuts up, but my long-winded bullshit, it is 100% BU because the trends are going to change. Like
All the time.
right now, everything right now. Like I'm not supposed to do this, but I'll
Okay,
let you peek behind. I'll let you peek behind the curtain a little bit.
sure.
On as a musician, we submit to Spotify playlists,
Right.
and we have to. That's our new kingmaker that pays us, pennies on the dollar, but less than pennies on the fractions of pennies on the dollar. But you have to submit the playlist. There's various means to do it, and some of my songs have a 100% rejection rate. And it's it could be for a number of reasons. Either they don't like what I do, they don't like my work, they don't like the production, whatever. I've heard every reason on the planet. But at the same time, I would feel soulless if I was just doing I have no problem with mumble rap. I like rap. I love rap. I grew up, like I said, I grew up near Philly, so you can't not like rap.
Right.
but every producer now is doing hip hop and not even hip hop. It's just like straight mumble rap. Like hip hop would be fun if they were actually doing hip hop. So it's like everything is just this very produced beat, a lot of auto tune, and a lot of just triplets in the rhyme, where it's like triplet, bop, triplet, quarter,
Bop.
triplet,
Bop. Hey, yo.
Yeah.
It sounded like Akon and T-Pain.
It is 100%. And the thing is, T-Pain, if you ever heard his real singing voice, he has a voice of an angel.
He does. That's the funniest thing.
He has a magical R&B voice, and he auto-tunes himself into Robo Oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
So for musicians, I know, if you haven't tuned me out yet, it is 100% be yourself, because this music, I am living proof that any genre of music that you are listening to right now, that is hot right now, that will not be around in 3 years. It will be something else, and it will be someone else.
Oh, yeah. Like how everybody was all about The Weeknd until you realized The Weeknd was stealing stuff from maybe Scandroid or something.
Yeah, well, the Weeknd I was looking at as this generation's Michael Jackson.
Really? I always thought it was Bruno. Yeah, but all right.
No, Bruno. Okay, the age-old debate of Michael Jackson versus Prince. It's like,
oh, okay,
yeah. I think Bruno is more Prince because Bruno can play every instrument. He plays like a freak, and Prince was arguably, in my eyes, Prince was the greatest guitar, pop guitar player ever, rock guitar player ever.
See, I knew I liked you, man. I agree with that.
Yeah, and Bruno's just like that. I mean, at the Super Bowl, Bruno's banging on the drums. Then he picks up a guitar. Then he's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Bruno can do it all. I don't think The Weeknd can. I know The Weeknd can sing and dance. I know Michael can sing and dance. I am a Jackson 5. I have this weird thing that I absolutely love the Jackson 5.
Oh, that's totally
and I think
cool.
it was. Yeah, because I was watching like my fiance loves BTS. Like she loves K-pop. And that's her thing. And I told her it's not going to be around in 5 years. But,
you know, you and I, we definitely agree with a lot of things, bro.
yeah, but she loves BTS. And we were watching the video for Dynamite. And I'm like, this is the Jackson 5. And I pulled up, Jackson 5 doing some appearances. And I was like, they're moving like a very young Michael.
Oh yeah.
And just how smoothly Michael moved. And that's why I think The Weeknd is Michael Jackson and Prince and Bruno Mars is Prince.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's just I remember a lot of people in the synthwave community, they were mad at The Weeknd. I was like,
yeah, well, yeah, because if
he was swiping stuff, man.
Well, even the keyboard sounds. Like, are you familiar with Serum?
Of course.
Okay, yeah, like in a lot of in the kind of music that we make, if you're not using actual vintage instruments, you're either using Serum or you're using native instruments, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
And for Serum as our mod, as our wave table to make keyboard sounds for MIDI production, The Weeknd. The Weeknd basically swiped all of the keyboard tones because they're all retro tones.
Right.
Like it's basically, his thing is retro pop. So I wasn't mad at it, but it changed how I had to talk to people. I would be like, oh, I played, actually on your show, I had a song called Memories Are Gone Forever.
Mm-hmm.
And it has like a really annoying, like really barky synth. That's The Weeknd.
Yep. I knew it. I was
I took a keyboard sound that was modeled for The Weeknd, and I took that sound. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to write a Weeknd song. And then everyone was making fun of me because I followed the formula, and it ended up sounding like a David Bowie song because I can't sing for shit. So it just sounded like David Bowie. And I was like, okay, you know what? And then that ended up like creating the Tentacles album.
Yeah, but that was still a damn good song, though. I don't care what anybody said. I liked it.
Yeah, and and I'll tell you right now, your show is the first time it was dropped, and your show is the only one that had parts 1 and 2 together as one 6-minute track.
Yeah. Man, I really thank you for that, by the way. I was like, it's pretty awesome to do. Like, when you guys want to do stuff like that, always let me know, and, we'll go from there.
Oh, I have more coming. Like,
I can't wait.
And the genres are going to change a little bit.
Oh, as they should.
Still keep synth on it, but they're like I think one of the songs that you have is Kolkata Beach, which I was starting to do. I was going back to my old roots here, and I was going to show you on screen, but I have I use a 1978 Rhodes electric piano.
Oh, nice.
Because I started out, and I started doing jazz and lo-fi back in the 90s. Everything's back in the 90s. I'm an old man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
But I use a vintage Rhodes electric piano, and I was doing lo-fi beats, just to make some extra money, post-pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And they did okay, but Kolkata Beach was one of those where I used the, I'm going to kind of take a break from it because the problem with lo-fi beats is a lot of them end up sounding the same, so I want to reinvigorate.
Hey, no problem. Like, the last thing I want you guys to be is stagnant. You know what I mean? I always want you guys to keep flexing a muscle, be formless like Bruce Lee, and then strike hard like Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
I'm gonna quiz you on something because I think this could be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah?
Okay. Yeah. So you know the Jam Fam better than anyone. You are the godfather of the Jam Fam. We are the synth mafia. You are the not the capo. You're the godfather of it. So as godfather of the Jam, you brought shame upon our family. Yeah. So as the godfather of the Jam Fam, take one Summer Sleep song, and then take 3 more songs, and make a hot shot, like what would be a hot shot playlist from 3 other, like one Summer Sleep song and then 3 other bands.
Okay.
As the Godfather, you know us better than anyone, and I think this would be the dopest mix.
Okay. I would think Kolkata Beach from you.
Okay.
And then a Warp Sector track along with the Space Force anthem. And then we'll finish it off with Close to You by Star Madman and Elevate the Sky.
Wonderful. And I like it because all 3 of them are so freaking cool to me online. So, that makes me so happy. That is actually such a cool little, that'd be like a cool little hotshot playlist. Like,
oh, yeah.
That would be so much fun.
You know, Jammiversary coming.
So where are they? I know Star Madman's out of LA. Where are Space Force and Warp Sector out of?
I would like to say that Space Force is out of Maryland. I know that. And Warp Sector is... I want to say Warp Sector is Texas too, but...
Okay.
I think he's in your neck of the woods, really. I want to say that. If Warp
Sector is in Austin, I will lose my mind because I'll be like, you live within a 30-mile radius. But then that gives you a reason, because if it's Warp Sector as well, then you have us and Maestro, and that's 3 Austin. If Warp Sector's an Austin artist, then you have 3 Austin artists.
Yeah, that would be, but nah, he's in Virginia, so we're in the
Virginia, okay.
We're in the tri-state. That's wild.
Yeah, at that point, so then you would have Space Force, Warp Sector, which is the names go together, and then your Maryland, Virginia. All right. Yeah. It sounds like you got some road trips coming up, man.
Yeah, I got like a U.S. tour to do, and then if I include everybody on the other side, we can go global with this. That'll be fun.
Topher, Z. I always get the letters mixed. What's her handle? It's
ZXSP, and
ZXSP. She's from Ukraine, though, isn't she?
She is, and then of course I don't know where Zarina is, but yeah, she's up there too. And then of course you got the synth queen herself, Selena. Yeah, she's over there in Hungary.
Yeah, and then the Topher's in Germany. So you have some. If you're stockpiling vacation time, I think this is the
yes.
Cash it out.
Oh yes, I am stockpiling all that vacation time. That's why I'm hoping
that lump sum payout. That is California money.
Yes, I am so hoping for remote careers, so I could just go ahead and do that stuff. Be like, look, check out this, and then show all the musics and everything. Oh man, we're gonna have some fun.
All I'm gonna say is Austin is a tech hub. It's ridiculously expensive to live here now, but everyone is telecommute. So you could easily live in San Antonio, work out of an Austin company, make that bank. If you're tech industry, I think I can be your life coach, Jay.
hey, I don't mind that. All the help I can get sometimes, It's kind of like from Spider-Man 3 where Mary Jane would have said everybody needs help, even Spider-Man, Peter. Things like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. Al,
that's accurate.
Al and my lady remind me of that all the time. So it's like, yeah. Even you need help. I was like, that's why I have the Hangout show.
It's the Hangout show. It's jams. And I love jams because I'm in the tech industry. Okay, peek behind the curtain. But, I'm in the tech industry, so during the day when I'm not doing gallivanting the streets of Austin at night, but and I'll tell you, I love jams because if I'm working on something for 2-3 hours straight, I just go straight through, and the shows are long enough that I can kind of hear the same show 2-3 times and in different successions, go back and listen to another one, and I can actually pick up on things I might have missed before. So It's not like, I heard 41, I heard 42. it's like, well, in the first hour of 41, idiot came to my desk and yapped my ear off. So, it's like, oh, I can go back in the first hour of 41 is all of a sudden a fresh episode. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think I'm on 41. I might be on 40. Or am I on? No, I think I'm on 43 because 44 was my lucky number, but I didn't get anything to you in time on that.
Right.
So I think I'm on 43.
You will be on 45, though. Keep that in mind, too.
I'm okay. I'm good for 45. I dig it. 45 is cool, except for presidents. So,
yeah, I totally understand that as well. But I remember how I started my series. Oh, you know what was really
this started
funny?
as a political show?
No, the J-Man show a long time ago. Like I go after everybody. So that's like the funniest thing.
Yeah.
And like, which by the way, I made a reference to that in the Jams episode. I was like, who keeps messing with my notes? This isn't the J-Man show. I mean, granted, this is a lighter show, but don't get me wrong here. We ain't talking about that tonight. All right.
Yeah, that's why I can't be on the J-Man show, because it would be like, because I don't want angry Jay. Like I want, not even angry. You're not angry. I think it's what's the word for it? It's like not energized because you have a good energy to you. It's
hyped.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We'll go with hyped. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'll say it's not an anger. It's intense.
Yeah.
Like I'll say like it's an intensity. Like it's almost like when a UFC fighter comes out, they're pretty fired up, they're ready to go,
Yeah, and that's the tone of that shit sometimes. Like,
yeah,
this stuff.
But I've seen like the post show like Instagram stories when you're on about something. I'm like, damn, he had a hot show tonight. Like,
yes,
you got to ice down the microphones because he has a hot show. Yeah.
Oh, boy. But, speaking of which, Pete, we still have enough time in the show for one more song, so let's go on ahead and give it to him.
We have Escaping a Cult. No.
Oh, yeah, that's the name of your next track tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? If you ever want to get out of a bad situation, you might want to listen to this because it's called Escaping a Cult by Summer Sleep. All right.
No one joins a cult. They always join a good thing.
Yeah, until you realize the bottom out of it.
Hit it,
all
Jay.
right, take it away.
Hola, Sergio. Turísimo,
otro hizo σήμερα εκείνη μια μέρα.
And that was, ladies and gentlemen, Escaping a Cult by Summer Sleep. Awesome tracks, my dude. Way to go on this. Fantastic job, Pete. It has been a phenomenal night having you here right now. We just getting the party going. That's just the way it is. Oh, and as a bonus, of course, 2 of your tracks are going to be on Jams 45 happening next week. So you're already in.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Jams 45. Again, always thank you for having me. Mm-hmm. Can I plug my Instagram real quick?
Actually, you can plug all of where they need to meet up with you at, my dude. You can go right ahead and do that.
All right, easiest way is just summersleep.com. And then that'll give you a chance to hear some of the songs before you can buy them. And I also post some experiments on there. The other thing is Instagram, Summer Sleep Music. Twitter, I don't use it. Don't bother. That's Summer Sleep ATX, but who gives a shit? But yeah, I'll give you the Instagram again. Instagram is just Summer Sleep Music. And then, Spotify and Apple Music, Amazon, all the retailers have me. There is another band called Summer Sleep out of like Belgium, but they have like 3 songs and they suck ass. So, that being said, the Summer Sleep Music, Instagram, hit me on Spotify, hit me on iTunes. Yeah, let's do it. Summersleep.com, guys.
Nice stuff, Pete. Awesome stuff.
Thank you, my friend.
And a phenomenal episode. It is an honor to really get to know you. We on that level. You my bro for life. And of course, Jam Fam forever. And you're welcome back on this show anytime. I mean, even like when I'm doing panels and you got something to say, I mean, like, definitely don't be a stranger. And that goes for all the others that have been on panel. It goes for all the others that were on Hangouts too. You guys are allowed to say anything that you like. We are a tribe, damn it, and an awesome one.
I'm in. You put me on a panel. We're gonna have a great time. I love the synth community. I love the synth community. I love the Jam Fam. You guys are cooler than cool. You're ice cold forever, ever, ever.
You know it. That's the tightness of the bond right there.
2 Outcast references.
Yes, that was really smoothly done, man. I couldn't have done it better myself. I appreciate you.
Hey, yeah.
See another one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we reached the end of the show. So I'd like to thank y'all for coming in and chilling with me and my good friend Summer Sleep. We're about to go ahead and call this one. So you guys take it easy. We'll meet up again next week for Jams 45. And, man, we're going to have one hell of an excellent time. All right. Y'all take it easy now. Peace.
Whoop.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.